My name's Simon, I'm Ellie's father, and we live together in Teddington in Middlesex. Ellie was born blind from retinopathy of prematurity. That was a big shock to us because we had no prior warning. Kind of left us a little bit thinking, well, what the hell do we do now? As Ellie grew, we understood that blindness was her only problem, and there was a really bright little girl bursting to get out. So obviously we were looking for ways of encouraging her and sort of pushing her education on. The visual impairment teachers at her nursery school and her primary school were really helpful. They introduced us to things like clear vision books, which are feely books, which allow Ellie to sort of feel different surfaces and look for different shapes, and introduce storyboards with these books. And as she sort of got older, these books became more and more advanced and started to introduce Braille. Not only does she like reading Braille as well, she also likes listening to CDs. Audio CDs are quite expensive though, so we do often go down to the local public libraries and borrow from there as well. Libraries tend to be quite slow in getting the newest books in, and whether that's the RNIB library or whether it's the local libraries for the audio books, they do take a little while, whereas sort of the internet is a very fast way of getting hold of really sort of quick books. But I think Eddie's probably greatest love is the Braille books. Obviously clear vision is for children up to a certain age, and we then found out about the RNIB library, so we started picking up the books from them as well. It's free to join the service, and all you do is you just make contact with them, and I think we can have about 6 books out at any one time. I talked to Hazel and Liz at the RNIB library service as well through email. Generally we look for a subject area and they make some book recommendations for us, and I go, yes, I'll have that one and that one please, and they'll send them. If Ellie likes them, she'll read through them. If she doesn't like them, she'll get part way through and maybe we'll send them back and say, sorry, can we have a different one? Postage is free. If I've ordered a book, usually 2 or 3 days and they're here. It's a very fast turnaround service, and they have got a very, very big stock of library books there as well. So usually we can find something that's likely to fit. We found she had a predilection for reading books about the Black Plague and medieval death and things like that, and she read a few books like that and she absolutely loved them, and now she's all into the horrible histories. We replace books very, very frequently. Once every couple of weeks I'll send a book back, and I'll agree with the library service what's the next one to come. She does like to sit quietly in the corner for hours on end with her Braille books and read away. And often I have no idea what she's reading, and she is a rapid reader, and when she's reading books she reads with 2 hands. She scans it with one hand and reads forward with the other hand to see what's coming, so she's very, very fast. At the school, Ellie has 2 visual impairment teachers and 2 classroom assistants, and all 4 of those are very, very helpful in advising us on what sort of books she should read and how she should read it, and how we should organise our days around helping Ellie to do her study. Obviously she comes home with homework, which the visual impairment teachers translate into something that Ellie can work with. Okay, 3 questions on addition. Number 1. If you're a parent who's new to this, I think the first advice is don't despair. There are quite a lot of other people out there in exactly the same boat who've had exactly the same experiences, and they're always more than willing to help. We found the networks that we joined, like the Actionaires clubs, where the children golf and play together. The parents there are very sort of helpful in saying, oh, we had this experience, maybe you should do this, and the teachers at school can give you advice as well. There are forums on the RNIB website that you can go to as well, so I think it's just a matter of finding other parents who are in similar circumstances to you but maybe a few years more experienced, and everybody is in the same club and they're always more than willing to help out.